Hi guys, today's video is going to be about makeup as a source of comfort, even when we don't actually have to wear the makeup. I've spoken a lot about not wearing a tremendous amount of makeup in 2020, and yet whenever I do put it on, I feel great. I think it's a tremendous source of self-esteem when you do yourself up in some way, even if it's just like getting dressed properly. She says wearing sweatpants and a really old t-shirt. It is kind of a source of confidence for me. And so today I'm going to get ready with you and we're going to talk about that. So this could be specific makeup. Like you could have specific kinds of makeup that you feel provides you comfort. That could just be like really easy products, easy kind of not too much of anything kind of products. Or it could be products that make you feel really, really great. It could be glitter eyeshadow. Comfort makeup doesn't necessarily mean comfortable makeup. It means like makeup that just makes you feel good. I like easy makeup, but I also like makeup that looks good on my skin. That's like the biggest source of confidence for me when it comes to makeup. I could be professionally made up and everything could look absolutely fabulous on camera, and then I'll look in the mirror and be like, oh, I hate this. Confidence for me would be knowing that you could get really close up to my skin and that I would feel good about that. And there are very few makeup products that would make me feel that way. One for sure is the Skin Paradise from L'Oreal, which I've talked a bunch about, but that would be my go-to base right now. And the Perfect Match Concealer, both of which have been sent to me, although the Skin Paradise base I'm actually using right now is one that I've purchased. I have the weirdest breakout on the side of my cheek, which can only be maskne, I think, because it's such a weird place to break out. What I like about this concealer is it's mostly serum. It's like an eye cream, not serum, what does it say? Eye cream in a concealer with 0.5% pure hyaluronic acid. It just feels, is it such a thing that you can feel flattering? It feels like it's doing good stuff for your skin. It feels nice, it feels light, but it does provide a little bit more coverage than you would imagine. It's a funny thing because I know of people that aren't doing Zoom calls, aren't seeing anyone, like work regular office jobs, and they are taking the time to put on their makeup every single day working from home because, well, for a few reasons. I think part of it is it gives them a point of difference. It's like you get up in the morning, you do your regular routine, and it feels like a work day, or it feels like a weekday. It's a point of difference then for you from your weekend or your days where you're just kind of like slobbing around. If you're actually putting on makeup and getting dressed and getting ready. But it kind of has been amusing to me throughout lockdown to hear from those people who were doing that, knowing that they're not going to be seeing it purely for them. And I wonder if, because theoretically it makes a lot more sense for me to be doing that every day, because especially when I was vlogging every day, I was on camera every single day. And I would say 99% of clips of me throughout that time, I'm not wearing makeup. And yet people who aren't going to be seeing, do you know what I mean? It was always kind of fascinating to hear from people who said they really felt like it gave them something to put that makeup on. I guess what was really interesting to me was the fact that I couldn't be bothered to do it. But then possibly that's because makeup became work in a way for me. Like if I'm putting on makeup, I'm either going to my out of the house job. I suppose I could. I mean, to be fair, I've been going out with no makeup on at all. Like, okay, possibly could have done with actually tying my hair back. So I suppose it is, I kind of associate makeup and getting ready with work. And so once we were in lockdown, maybe that was something that I felt I could let slide. But I do know from past experience that even like years before the lockdown thing, if I was made up, if I had makeup on and a nice top, or, you know, I was somewhat dressed, I was kind of good to go at any given time. I could film a video, I could take some blog photos, way back when I used to do that. I was a lot more productive on those days. I just felt like, okay, I'm like switched on for the day, it's time to go. I've had that experience myself of feeling better when I am ready for the day. I'm literally ready for the day. And so why I didn't decide to pick up that habit along with so many others, I don't know. I'm putting on makeup right now because I'm filming today. I'm filming a few videos for the next week or so, and so I'm putting on makeup. But I wouldn't be if I wasn't doing that. Even if I was just vlogging, I wouldn't put on makeup just for that. And yet, I know it would make me feel better if I did. I actually think that my equivalent, my thing that I know for sure makes a massive difference to my mood and productivity, is my hair. If I have been bothered, and it's so stupid, but if I take the time when I wash my hair to actually blow dry it, that blow dry can last me 5 days with dry shampoo. If I take that time, I feel at least 70% more attractive. It's so stupid, without makeup, without anything else. If I just take that time, and yet it's not like a self-care thing, like to choose not to take that time, and it's not a lot of time, to choose not to take that time, to choose not to prioritize that, knowing that it will have a massive improvement, a massive impact on how I feel for the next few days. It's not like some kind of weird self-destructive thing, or is it just laziness? I don't know. Another thing, I guess, for me specifically, is that I tend only to put on makeup these days for a camera. Hello. Welcome to me putting on makeup. I tend to only be getting ready when I'm filming it, because it happens so rarely. I feel like, well, while I'm getting ready, I may as well film video. And so I wonder if I'm kind of missing, that element of, I'll do makeup occasionally, but not very often these days. And I wonder if I'm missing that element of sitting down at Vanity and playing with makeup and getting ready, and that, like when you got ready for a night out, and I used to just so enjoy. I feel I'm talking about this like it's never going to happen again. It's like, but it didn't happen very often to begin with, and I suppose we're kind of leading ourselves up to that time of year where maybe it would, and I would be watching TV and I would take hours just like steadily prepping and getting ready and feeling really, really good about myself, really primping. And that was quite therapeutic. And I'm not spending that time now because why? It feels pointless. But I am missing that playing with makeup thing. I've spoken a lot about this during lockdown, during 2020, the kind of falling out of love with makeup thing. It's not the falling out of love with makeup thing. It's the reason why you do it. It's what's the point? What are we doing this for? I've lost that. Because every time I do sit down, every time I do put on makeup, I'm like, oh, I love this thing, or oh, I really enjoyed this. Every time I have a conversation about makeup, I'm so animated and engaged. And I was talking to a lady on a makeup counter the other day, and we were talking about a new launch, and I was just like, oh, this it gives me life. I just want to talk about lipsticks and highlighter formulas and all of these things. And yet I've lost something for it, and I think it is the purpose. But I suppose the purpose doesn't have to be the purpose it used to be. The purpose could just be to do the makeup. Like Ella is a teenager, she's my daughter, and she's 15, and she will play with her eyes. She'll come downstairs at all times of the evening with crazy eye looks or like big eyeliner or something, and I think, I miss that. I miss just doing makeup for fun. Is it like a life gets in the way thing? Is it just this would be happening anyway, and I'm projecting this onto the pandemic and the way that everything is right now? Is this actually how it was anyway? I don't know. But it does feel like some people are getting something from putting on a full face of makeup every day, and why am I not doing this? Maybe I should be doing this. Of course, being a YouTuber, my first thought is, well, if I wear makeup every day for a week, then I need to document it, and we'll do like, this is how I feel before, here is how I feel afterwards, this is what I've learned. And then again, I'm making it a job. Regardless, there is definitely something to be said for the mental health impact of putting on a full face of makeup, because I feel pretty great right now. I feel at least 1000% more attractive than I did before I put all of this on. Not that that's necessarily a negative thing. I feel pretty good about myself. I've got pretty high self-esteem for a regular looking person. But no, it does. You just kind of like, you put on a little bit of makeup and you're like, yeah, I could scrub up well if I wanted to on a more regular basis. but I probably won't. Tell me, are you still using makeup as a comfort? Are you still using it every single day? Are you paring things back? Is it something that you are still finding joy in? Or is it something that's feels like a chore, an unnecessary thing? Let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.